Hello? I want to welcome everyone to Courageous Conversations. Just say, Kano. This is where I get up on my soapbox and share something that is a social issue that affects me and every human being. I think we all need to put our card on the table and walk in someone else's shoes so we get to hear their side, feel their pain, not what they suffer. I want people to talk to their circle about social issues. How can you make change happen? With a loving spirit, Dr. Denise Baker Inigbenebo, PhD. We all have those off days, don't we? Days when our minds feel like a busy highway, thoughts racing, one after another, without a clear destination. Sometimes they are whispers of worry. Other times, they are loud shouts of confusion. You might find yourself replaying conversations, or perhaps you're fast-forwarding to a future filled with what-ifs. This isn't a sign of weakness. It's a truly human experience. Recognizing this shared reality is the very first step toward finding a little more calm in the chaos. It's okay to not always feel okay. When these moments of confusion stretch into days or even weeks, it can feel incredibly overwhelming. It's like being caught in a mental fog that just won't lift. Anxiety often joins this party, doesn't it? It amplifies every concern, making small worries feel like insurmountable mountains. This constant internal chatter can drain your energy. It can make it hard to focus, to connect with others, or even to enjoy simple pleasures. You might feel lost, wondering how to navigate this inner turmoil. Remember, this feeling of being overwhelmed is a signal, not a sentence. It's your mind asking for attention. The most powerful thing you can do when faced with this inner storm is to simply accept where you are. It sounds simple, yet it's profound. Stop fighting the thoughts. Stop judging yourself for having them. Just acknowledge them. Okay, my thoughts are racing right now. I am feeling anxious, and that's my current experience. This acceptance isn't about giving up. It's about giving yourself grace. It's the deep breath before you decide what to do next. This moment of acceptance creates a small space, a pause. And in that pause, change can begin. Once you've acknowledged these feelings, these wild thoughts, you've taken a crucial step. It's like admitting you're lost before you can look at a map. The next part of our journey involves understanding these thoughts. We need to learn how to sort through them, much like tidying a cluttered room. Imagine your mind as a space that sometimes gets messy. That's perfectly normal. But just as you can clean a room, you can also bring order to your thoughts. This process doesn't happen overnight. It's a skill we cultivate with patience and practice. Are you ready to learn how? So, how do we begin to sort these thoughts that run wild? Think of it as mental decluttering. We take each thought, examine it, and decide if it serves us. Is it helpful? Is it true? Or is it just noise? Gaining clarity is about creating space between you and your thoughts. It's about realizing you are the observer of your thoughts, not the thoughts themselves. This separation gives you immense power. It allows you to choose which thoughts to engage with. This practice can transform your inner landscape from a place of chaos to one of calm understanding, one thought at a time. Often, a significant source of our mental confusion comes from our ego. The ego isn't inherently bad, but it can be a tricky companion. It's the part of us that's deeply concerned with how we appear to others. It thrives on validation comparison and societal pressures. The ego might whisper, "Are you good enough?" Or, "What will they think?" These kinds of thoughts can loop endlessly, creating anxiety and self-doubt. It often bases your worth on external achievements or the approval of others, rather than your intrinsic value. Recognizing the ego's voice is key to untangling confusing thoughts. The ego often speaks from a place of fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not measuring up. It creates stories in our minds based on past hurts or future anxieties. These stories can feel very real, very urgent. But are they always true? Societal pressures add another layer to this. We're constantly bombarded with messages about who we should be, what we should achieve, and how we should live. This external noise can easily get mixed up with our own inner voice, making it hard to discern what truly matters to us. Our ego latches onto these pressures, adding to the mental clutter. To break free from this cycle of confusing thoughts fueled by ego and societal expectation, we need a new perspective. We need to rise above the noise. If we stay entangled in the ego's narrative, we remain stuck in a loop of worry and self-critique. It's like trying to see the whole picture when you're standing too close to the canvas. We need to step back. We need tools and practices that allow us to see our thoughts and ourselves from a higher vantage point. This is where we can begin to find true clarity and make choices aligned with our deeper selves. One powerful way to gain this higher perspective is through metaphysics. Now, this might sound like a complex term, but its essence is beautifully simple. Metaphysics encourages us to look at life and our thoughts from a broader, more spiritual viewpoint. It invites us to consider that there's more to our existence than just the physical world we see. It's about connecting with a deeper wisdom and understanding that transcends our everyday worries. This perspective helps us see that our racing thoughts are often small ripples in a much larger ocean of consciousness. It can bring immense comfort and guidance. This connection often involves tapping into what some call the divine mind, your higher self, or a universal intelligence. Whatever name resonates with you, the idea is to connect with a source of wisdom and peace that lies beyond the ego's chatter. When you cultivate this connection, you start to feel less like a victim of your thoughts and more like a co-creator of your experience. This higher power doesn't make problems disappear. Instead, it offers a calm space from which to view them. It provides insights and a sense of inner knowing that helps you navigate challenges with greater ease and confidence. A very simple, yet incredibly effective, tool to begin this journey inward is deep breathing. When your thoughts are racing, your breath is often shallow and quick. This signals stress to your nervous system. By consciously slowing down your breath, you send a message of calm throughout your body and mind. Take a moment right now. Inhale deeply, feeling your belly expand. Hold for a count of 4, then exhale slowly, releasing any tension. Repeat this a few times. Notice how this simple act creates a pause, a space where your thoughts can settle even just a little. Another vital practice is self-reflection, specifically questioning the utility of your thoughts. When a thought arises, ask yourself, is this thought useful? Is it helping me move towards peace or causing me distress? You can do this through journaling, writing down your thoughts, and then examining them, or simply by pausing and having an internal dialogue. Are these thoughts based on facts or assumptions? Are they constructive or critical? This act of gentle interrogation helps you sort through the mental noise, distinguishing the helpful signals from the unhelpful static, allowing you to choose what you focus on. As you practice accepting your feelings, sorting your thoughts, and connecting with a higher perspective, you'll begin to notice a shift. The inner storm starts to calm. You'll find moments of peace, even amidst life's challenges. This doesn't mean you'll never have wild thoughts again, but you'll have the tools to manage them. You'll feel more in control, not because you're suppressing your thoughts, but because you understand them better. This newfound inner peace is incredibly empowering. It radiates outward, affecting how you interact with the world and how you feel about your place in it. This clarity and peace pave the way for true self-empowerment. When your mind is less cluttered, you have more energy and focus for what truly matters. You can begin to set meaningful goals, not from a place of ego-driven ambition, but from a place of authentic desire and purpose. Sorting your thoughts allows you to envision a future that aligns with your deepest values. You start making choices consciously, rather than reacting impulsively to fear or anxiety. This is how you begin to build a life filled with intention, joy, and fulfillment. You become the architect of your own well-being. Remember, this journey of understanding and calming your thoughts is a practice, not a destination. Be patient with yourself. There will be days when it feels easier and days when it feels harder. That's perfectly okay. The key is to keep showing up for yourself with compassion and curiosity. You have an incredible capacity within you to change your inner world. You have the strength to navigate your thoughts and emotions. Trust in your ability to find your center, to find that quiet space within you where peace resides. Every small step you take is a victory. And finally, as you embark on this path, remember that we are all connected. Share what you learn with others. Offer support to those who might be struggling with their own wild thoughts. When we open up about our experiences, we create a space for healing and growth, not just for ourselves, but for our communities. By helping others find their peace, we often deepen our own. Let's encourage each other to accept our feelings, sort our thoughts, and connect with that higher wisdom. Together, we can move towards a future where more of us feel peaceful, empowered, and purposefully engaged with life. In closing, learn to sort your thoughts. You will be able to make better decisions throughout your life. You will be able to set goals, write down your dreams, and live via your good thoughts.
Be well. Sharing is caring.